Meteorologist Chris Haddings here. Looks like some active weather coming as we head back to work to start the new year. Start by taking a look at some watches, warnings, and advisories. As you can see, these are winter weather advisories in effect across the western bounds. It includes Jackson, Afton, over toward Pinedale. Now, if you're traveling around to this area today, won't be any problems there. These won't start until tonight, especially late tonight into the Tuesday morning time frame. And high wind watches anywhere from Evanston, Rock Springs up toward Casper. Go to our website right there, weather.gov/RW. If you want details on the start times and those, a few different ones there. Take a look at the wind gut, maximum wind gusts. You can see matches up pretty well with that watch. Anywhere from Rock Springs up toward Casper, wind gusts to 60, maybe locally 70 miles per hour. Strongest winds will be across Rollins, I-80 here, so very strong crosswinds here. Travel could be kind of dicey here, but many areas, especially on Tuesday, could see some strong wind gusts coming through. As we time out the winds, Casper, I-25, will be some gusty winds around today, but just mainly in the really favored areas like around Wyoming Boulevard. More widespread stuff starting late tonight. Maximum impact, I say, around the morning commute till about early afternoon Tuesday before that dies off. Jeffrey City, it's pretty much the same thing, US 287, pretty much the same timing. Now for Rock Springs, you should be okay through the day even tonight. They'll increase on Tuesday morning, then be strong all the way through Tuesday, maybe a little bit of a lull at night. Then another system comes through and brings them up again on Wednesday. They could be stronger on Wednesday than on Tuesday, depending on what model you believe. And the western mountain impacts will time those out. Slick snow covered roads, very good chance of seeing that. That'll be mainly late tonight through about 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning. Blowing snow, high chance of that, especially those prone areas over the passes, north of Jackson, the open areas. And cold temperatures. Temperatures aren't going to be too cold with this system out west, so that's the least of the problems, but will be some travel problems. The morning commute on Tuesday could be kind of interesting, especially going over the passes and around the Jackson Star Valley. It's the snowfall we expect out of this system from tonight through noon Tuesday. Now most of this will probably fall in about, I'd say, about 6 to 8 hours between about 2 o'clock and about 10 o'clock. It's really could come down at times with this. About 3 to 5 inches across the valleys here. Higher elevations anywhere from about 5 to 9 inches. Now, as we head toward Tuesday and that system begins to move across the divide, could be some snow showers, especially up here across the northern part of the state, over toward Buffalo, but this will be a banded snow. If you heard me say that, if you have that in your drinking game, take a drink right now. Anyway, yeah, banded snow here, so it could vary quite a bit across this area, so it could be locally 2 inches. Some places might not get any a couple miles away, so just watch out for that if you're traveling around here during the morning hours on Tuesday. But that's not the end of it. Leave a little bit of a break. There's more snow on the way from later Tuesday night into the Wednesday time frame. And effects from this could be more widespread. Take a look at the confidence, travel problems, very good chance of seeing that across much of the area. Strong winds, and will be some very strong winds with this, especially in the areas that have the warnings. Southern Wyoming could see some very strong winds. Much colder temperatures, very good chance of that east divide. Those of you Rock Springs over toward Jackson, cold air probably won't get in there, so temperature is pretty similar to what you're seeing now. And snowfall amounts, you have decent confidence in that west of the divide, but east of the divide again. Take another drink. Banded snow could vary a lot across short distances, so low confidence on that. And we'll time out the impacts for this. Western mountains, the main impact will be snow, maybe some blowing snow. Picking up again late Tuesday night, probably after midnight. Maximum impact there, probably Wednesday morning. It'll taper off during the afternoon hours. As you head east of the divide, you should be okay through the Tuesday night when the sun comes up, starts moving into the north, starting off Wednesday morning. Central Wyoming starts shifting south as we go through that, and then ending from north to south as well. Should be starting to improve in the Bighorn Basin in the afternoon, but all day pretty much in central Wyoming, places like Casper, Riverton, Lander. And finally, southern Wyoming, maybe a little bit of snow there, but the main effect there is going to be high wind, starting Wednesday morning, continuing all day Wednesday, maybe into the evening hours, before it starts dying off a little bit as we head toward the late night hours. Now, as far as snowfall, I'm just going to show you some probabilistic stuff. We can't nail down exact amounts at this point, but I think a very good chance of seeing at least this much, about a 90% chance of at least this much. 4 to 6 inches in the valleys out west, maybe locally up to 10 inches across the mountains. Now, east of the divide, that's where we get the more uncertainty with that banded snow. Around an inch in Casper, Thermopolis. At this point, the best chance of getting decent snow will probably be in this area, Cody, Worland, Thermopolis, down toward Casper, but a little shift in the jet stream could shift this a little bit, so not a lot of confidence there. Now, the likely maximum amount we could see if things set up right, you can see a pretty good storm out here in the west, maybe up to 9-10 inches in the valleys, over a foot across the mountains. Now, east of the divide, anywhere from about 3 to 4 to 5 inches, depending exactly on where you are. Again, a lot of uncertainty here. little more certain of this, but this looks like the worst case scenario. So don't go crying saying, oh, there's going to be a foot of snow in Jackson during this thing, because that's far from certain right now. And here's our resources for weather.gov/RAW, you know that. Road conditions, again, I keep saying this, emphasize it again. Don't call us for road conditions or closures. We have no insider information on that. Go to YDOT, you get it right from the source. On the web, wyoroad.info. On the phone, 511 if you're in state, out of state, 188 Wyo Road. Finally, webcams by route. You want to take a look for yourself? Just go to our webpage, go to local programs, click on the webcams by route tab. Be safe, everybody. Have a good week.